And I am very happy to welcome to Iglo Stephen, who I think is the first time that I review his game. It's always Stephen who reviews my games and all other games, because Stephen is probably the most famous commentator in the world of Western Go. But this time I am reviewing his game. He plays in League B, and so far he wins his games. I think it's not really surprising. He started with a crosscut, very scary variation. White continues with normal moves. Yes, this makes sense. And then black plays the attachment. This is possible also to play a shoulder hit. These are difficult variations, which I need to admit I don't know too well. What can happen here? If white descends, black's plan might be to go up. And then is there any chance to do harm to black's group, maybe with a caw? Difficult to tell. Or like this. But white is very short in liberty, so probably to do anything, white needs to go out first. But easy way doesn't work, so we need to think a bit more. Certainly, this stone will help black. For example, if it goes like this, it's all right for white. So maybe black goes there, but then white can already go out, which means that probably now black jumps. But after the jump again, white might have a way to pull it out. Not sure. Maybe it dies. If it dies, is it bad for white? Not necessarily, because white gets a very beautiful influence in center, so difficult to judge, but probably better for black. In the game, white just jumped out, which makes sense. I am not sure what is supposed to be played, and this might be an overplay. Black plays here, and then white plays the tiger mouth. It might be better to play a bamboo, though again it's a difficult choice. After the tiger's mouth, black just showed us the way with his moves. Attach and then throw in Atari and make a dumpling out of white. This doesn't feel good for white. White might choose another way, but also feels bad. Yes. It indeed feels bad. Any other option, like play Atari, because later it might be too late, and then instead of taking, maybe we can make a surprise to black. Like this, is it acceptable? I think I still like black. So it's not easy. Difficult for me to review, to comment. But who knows how the liberty situation is in this variation, for example. In black's favor, right? In black's favor. Attachment. The conclusion might be that we should play from the other side. Black might put a little bit of pressure on white's group, but there is a way for white to manage it. Here, black might play this very scary move, but well, at least we can jump out, so it's not too bad. And in fact, this is not often seen. Rather black would play like this. Keep calm for now. I think that there is also such a probe met, which maybe might give black a useful stone, which can then in turn potentially be used to kill white, one way or another. But yeah, just I think that just jump from this side is my main advice for this position. And well, this attachment was very powerful. And yeah, white can capture a stone, but black got very strong. Can play somewhere here. Yeah, white will manage the group, handle it somehow, but black will get very strong on the outside. White pushed once more. In fact, maybe we should push even more times. Not necessarily even capture the stone. It's not too large. If black plays here, I think white would be happy to play elsewhere and then somehow fight. If black decides to cut, probably black doesn't decide to do so. So this might be in fact a bit slow, and black's turn was a bit annoying because apparently it is also a ladder breaker. Later it's possible to pull out the stone, which black did soon. Did immediately, okay. Even though, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense now that we didn't answer white's Hane in the corner. Otherwise, it might be better to just play from the outside. But maybe black doesn't want these moves to be sent for white. But is it enough of an argument? This is a really good direction of play. And by capturing the stone, we take a few points, but we give white the outside. So we kind of, it's like if we believed white that this is really an important direction of play, but maybe it's just wrong from the very beginning. And white also should have chosen the center instead of the side. And now black chose the side. And here an interesting thing happened, an explosion on the board. So yeah, probably white is now forced to play a move like this. Black will go back, white will somehow continue and then finally play on the left side, I believe. This side is important. Direction-wise, probably black gained in this pushing fight, but it's a normal game, still long game. But in the game, white played Atari, hoping to cut black like this, and then an exchange has happened. Amazing result. Black captured 10 stones of white, so this is 20 points, just 20. In fact, still more on the top, so 22, 30, 7, 47, 57, up to 60 black has on the whole board, and black is super strong. White is also strong with that Ponuki, but I think it's too much. To me, it looks like too much. White tries to build, if this makes sense. And black didn't let white do it. Entered immediately. I was a little bit surprised by such play. But it worked. Black just made life comfortably. Well, comfortably, not really comfortably, because black's corner is now destroyed. Was it worth it? Probably it was. I just wonder if white has any stronger way. Maybe like this. Still, black's group should be alive, right? But maybe in a bit worse shape, in a bit like just smaller. But all right, black lived in Gotha, white plays elsewhere. This makes sense. This also looks reasonable. Though, can't white extend? Is there a nasty trick hidden somewhere. Yes, I see. Maybe we should clamp so that there is no that trick. But black will still be able to attack our group a little bit, and maybe we will need to go back. Like this, though, I think it's no better than what we have just seen, because now black gets more on the left side. I'm not sure why does black need this push if this is really big. It seems to me that it should be larger to invade the bottom side. If white enters, if white attacks black, black can very easily manage this situation. White tries to build much, but yeah, that's a good question. How to build on such a board? Maybe again we should assess the score. 20, 31, 37, 43, 53. White might still count on 30 here, 5, 40. In fact, it's difficult to tell who is better on this board. It's difficult to tell. Here black has, of course, a potential in the corner more than white. Yeah, let's see how this one goes. So black answers a bit calmly. Not sure about the cut. Tries to take as much as possible. Black entered now. We also had the calmer way, like this move, which has a double purpose. Protect this, build that. Yeah, after black enters, it's not that easy, but I think that black should just play from the corner. This is a lot of points, and black will still have a hard time handling this stone. It's very likely that we will manage to build a lot in the center. Okay, but ladder would be annoying, so let's play here. Yeah, I think like this, white might be quite good in this game. This move is certainly too much because it just gives a lot of freedom to black. And first we lose points, and then where can our compensation be? Black played a push, and then this, yes. Now white just tried to go for the kill, which makes sense given the circumstances. But this fight was handled very successfully by black. Well, of course, if black dies, white can win the game. But yeah, there is just a lot of space for black. White played from this side, but then black can just try to create an eye. Yeah, and this actually creates an eye in center. So an eye here, and then the second eye in the corner. Black is alive on a very large scale, and now this can hardly be a compensation for what we lost on the bottom, unfortunately. So we should start from taking the base and letting black run. This move, this is maybe a losing move. It was too unrelated to the actual fight. So black managed the fight well, lived, and then it's just the task of black to reduce. And yeah, black even managed to go in quite far, but we understand that white didn't want to just to take any less than potentially possible, because white felt already that he's behind. And then yeah, just last chance to attack everything of black, but black can simply cut, and instead black plays a probing move first, or time Suji, and then black managed to connect everything and capture white's group, so it was over. So that's it about this game. In fact, very interesting game. I think that the initial result is good for black. but in fact hard to tell. And if I was black, I wouldn't just go for making this live. I would probably rather try to reduce white's area from this side and from that side. And then it's not that large. And we already gained really much, 20 points. But interesting. And then also difficult question whether it was really correct to pull out the stone and give white the outside and for white to capture that stone in the first place. Yeah, so a lot of unanswered questions and interesting considerations. In the end, black wins the game in the fight. All right, so this is it about the game, and we will move to Group C.